Hi, welcome to the Specialty Toys Network training session on category basics. Here we're going to cover kind of the overall structure of what categories are and how you can create and manage products within categories. Let's jump right in. We're working here on our demo website, and the first thing we've done is going to our Shop Online section, where we see a list of the default categories that we create for new STN members. Let's take a look at what we can do with those. We've also created in this demo store, under Outdoor Toys, a couple subcategories, Water, Fun, and Throw and Catch. If we click in one of those subcategories, we'll notice that there are products pertinent to that subcategory. Those products are also in the parent category, and there may be in categories elsewhere across the website. So let's take a look at this now. We've got in the parent category Outdoor Toys some variety of backpacks. We've got enough. Maybe it's time to set up our own subcategory for those backpacks. So that's what we're going to do today. First step is to log into the back-end administrative panel. We want to go to the shopping cart, and we'll go to the category tree. It's called a tree because you can have branches of your categories, much like a tree, and they're called parent and child categories. So you can have parents and children and then grandchildren of those children. Let's start by creating a new category. Let's just call this backpacks. And one of the things we want to do is put a description in the category description page. If you'll notice here, on our Outdoor Toys category, we've got this disclaimer here, text that we use for the Outdoor Toys or the demo website. If we look at our page info, we'll see that the description meta tag is populated by the text that's in the description. Now this is not great text for SEO purposes on the demo site, but that's really just because our purposes are different here. We're intending to let the accidental shopper know that they've wandered onto the wrong site. But for a regular customer, we want to make sure that that description ties great into search engines, and so that's why it's important to put a description there in your categories. And we'll do that in the category description page right here. I've got one worked up a little bit here, so I'll just copy that and paste that right into the description here. Let's see, I've got some extra spaces in there, so I'm just going to clean those out real quick. Next thing I want to do is assign my parent. By default, it gets a new category gets assigned to the top level. In this case, I want this product to be a child of Outdoor Toys. So I'll select Outdoor Toys as the parent. And I'll leave the browse pages by default what they are set for. In most cases, working with your project manager, you'll have a design that's defined already in the default browse pages. So you usually won't have to mess with that at all. One thing that we will want to do, however, is give it a thumbnail. In almost all Specialty Toys Network's clients' websites, we're actually just working with the right side of this image information in the categories. So we're going to assign a thumbnail by just clicking on the assignment window there. And I've got a collection here of thumb icons. Let me just go to the right folder here. Where are we at? So we're going to go to the category icons. Look at these in thumbnail view. Just kind of scroll down here. As a new STN member, you should get a whole collection of thumbnails in your style. If you need help finding those, just give us a holler and we'll point you to where those are. Okay, let me see. Here's one, backpacks. So I'm just going to select that one. Fits the need very well. Open it, and I'm ready to save. Great. I've got a new category there. If I go to the front end, I'll see when I refresh the site that there's now a backpacks category. A couple things. Maybe I want this category up above Water Fun, and maybe I want these three in alphabetical order. So let's look at ordering those. Going down the category tree here in the back end again, I'm going to scroll all the way down until I get to my Outdoor Toys and the three subcategories. The ordering here, this column right here, controls the ordering of the categories. So again, I'll scroll back down there, and I want to change backpacks to be the top, so I'm going to type in 1, and then I want throw and catch to be 2, and I want water fun to be 3. So I'll type in the order that I want them, then scroll back up and click Save on the ordering icon. Now, when I go to the front end and refresh, I'll see that my categories are in the order that I decided they should be in the back end. Pretty simple. Now, one thing we'll notice here is if I click in backpacks, I get this odd collection of products. That's because this category is actually empty right now. We haven't assigned any products to the backpack category. So the cart system is, instead of showing just a blank page to the customer, it's populating it with a random selection of products. So what we need to do now is go back into our backend admin and go to our product editor at this point. And I'm actually going to go to our beta product editor. I know that outdoor has a lot of backpacks, so let's just go outdoor, and I'll hit enter on my keyboard to search for that. Scroll down here, let's see what I find. Here we go. So I'm going to click on these. Whoops. Let's see, click, 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 got all those, and then I'm going to select one of the category assignments, and it's in clothing and outdoor toys. Let's also say backpacks, and we'll save. All those products are now assigned to the backpacks category as well. Now if I go to the front end, go back to backpacks, refresh, and voila, there we are with the backpacks. And if we look at our meta information, see we've got a nice description there for our search engines. The other thing to be aware of is that you want to name the backpack or the categories something that makes a lot of sense both to users and to the search engine. You'll see in the what we call a search engine friendly URLs that category name gets pulled right into the tree there, or the path of the category. Okay, last thing we're going to look at now on the basics of category operation is importing new products to a category mapping structure. This is a little bit more detailed, but don't get too worried about it. If we go to our category import mapping, basically what this is, it starts out with a list of the default categories that we assign products to in the master database, and then you've got a list of your categories in your cart off here to the right. And so what this mapping system is doing is saying, when I find a product that I'm importing from the SCN master database, as I import it, where do I want that category to get assigned? Let's say you've renamed categories, so maybe plush is no longer called plush. You can assign that and make sure that the system automatically assigns it where it is. So let's take a look. Here's a good one. Plush, or let's say, push, pull, and ride. By default, they're going into push, pull, and ride, but maybe I decide I always want those to go into outdoor toys as well. So I'm going to select outdoor toys here on my cart categories, add that to the list. Now, whenever I select a product to import from push, pull, and ride, it's going to go to both of these categories. So I'll save that mapping. And we're going to go to the import tool. Let's see, have not been saved. I don't know if I click that. We saved it there. So we'll go to the import tool. And I'm going to select something from the push, pull, and ride category. Let's just see here. Here's a few items. So here's one, pedal jalopy. We'll import that guy. Let me just expand this window just a hair here. You can see now as we import it, it's assigned to outdoor toys and to the default that we supplied it, push, pull, and ride. Go ahead and save that. We've got a new product assigned to multiple categories. So that's the basics of using multiple categories. You can have as many products in as many different categories as you want within the STN system. So go ahead and make them and customize your site as much as you feel you need to. Thanks again. This has been the tutorial on category basics.